And how is everybody doing today? Come on in, have a seat on your favorite uncle's lap. Sorry, I was a couple seconds late. I had to tab through some stuff real quick, and I kind of missed the tab I was aiming for. But, we made it. We made it. I'm actually moving. I was on my server, so I was kind of doing some last second stuff, but I'm moving over to Bryn Hilder because I can't find a train today, which is sad because we had something very good going for a little bit, guys. With that train, it was like perfect. But maybe get a PvP in. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. It's Tuesday. There's a lot of stuff I can do today. I need to go pick up a Wondrous Tales. I haven't been to Gold Saucer yet today. PvP, like I said. I can always do my weapon quests. We got plenty of stuff. We're gonna be busy. It's okay. So how's everyone's day been, Mud? You said you've been at work. I've been at work all day too. It has been horrible, but it's been, something. Ooh. Alrighty, what should we do first? Let's think about this. I'm guessing first things first, let's head to Gold Saucer. And go and get our scratchers for the day. I can teach you guys how to win on these scratchers. Let's turn my volume down a bit. Alright. Oh, and I think we are through all the big holidays, right? I hope so. Oh, my eyes are watering now. So I'm looking for is 1, 2, 3, or 7, 8, 9. There's 7, so that's a good start. 1, 2, 3 is better though. 2, nope. No 7, 8, 9 either, so I can get a 10, which would be 80. That's not worth it. This has 12 as a base. We'll start with that. 16. 7, 8, 9, but they're just not in a row. Here's 1, 2, 3 right here. Oh, close. 1, 2, 5. Nope. 10, 80. 7, 8, 9 maybe? Yep, there it is. We got one winner. That's all that matters. Yesterday I got my other thing. I've checked my, not even in my homeworld, can't check my retainers. So, I am going to, hold on 1 second. Well, I'm going to go ahead and turn in the Sapphire quest. I'm still kind of hoping that the next time I look at the Discord, there's going to be a hunt train, but I don't think there is. I don't think Lilo Ren's playing right now. Nope, don't care about that. No, not in Floofy Train. No bueno. Alright, where do we need to go? Welcome back. Sounds like you've been on quite the journey all the way to Turncliffe. Judging by the fact that you made it here in one piece, I trust everything went according to plan. What an astonishing account. I wouldn't mind putting that G-Warrior through its paces myself. Certainly a lot more stimulating than supervising this rabble, I'd imagine. Anyway, as before, I'll compile the information into a report and leave it over there for your perusal. Should you feel so inclined, if we hear anything from headquarters, we'll be sure to pass it on. Ooh, Sapphire Weapon Bust. Cool. Huh. Little tabletop weapon bust. Or a bust of the Sapphire weapon. Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion Whirlet Headquarters. I got a ruby buzz too, didn't I? I think I did. I think I did. Hey, I can do that. I can do that. You guys want to see? Deliver my report, Lord Balins. I didn't even see you do that many. Ah, so you've returned, young Alfred. Or was it Alwick? Not that it really matters, of course. I hear that you and your darling brothers and sisters have allowed the sapphire weapon to fall into the hands of the enemy. Do tell me it isn't so. I'm afraid that's the case, Lord Valens. Oh, come now, no need to be so sullen. As I say, to err is human, to forgive divine. You know how forgiving I can be, when it suits me. Milk. Bathe in the milk. So, tell me, whatever your name is, who was able to best a sapphire weapon? Our sources state that the one known as the Warrior of Light was assisted by Sid Garland and Gaius von Belsar, my lord. Guys. Yes, it seems he's been quite the troublemaker of late, defecting from Garlemald, assassinating the Emperor, whatever next. Oh well, there's no use crying over spilt milk, only bathing in it. Speaking of which, I've become quite the connoisseur since arriving in Werlet. This particular variety comes from a rare breed of cow, you know? Only 100 of them in existence and pampered every day of their lives. Yes, they're quite valuable, until their milk dries up, that is. When it does, they're sent to the slaughterhouse like all the rest, for that is their lot in life. To be discarded once they have served their purpose. Did I create the ruby and sapphire weapons so that you could deliver them gift wrapped to the enemy? I can see it now, sitting on Garland, rubbing his hands with glee at all the technological marvels we bestowed upon him. And you let Gaius Van Balsar, of all people, get the better of you. How do you think this reflects on me, the legatus of the 7th Legion, humiliated by that traitor? Humiliated, I say. There's only one way to deal with worthless provincial filth like you. Wait for me in the correction chamber. You need to be taught a lesson in obedience. And get the spanking paddle. Yes, sir, I will spank you in the corrections facility. Hey, who's that guy? Forgive my intrusion, Lord Valens, but it's time for your meeting with the head of Magitech Development. Oh, how time flies when you're whipping useless soldiers into shape. Yes, I'll be along once I've made myself presentable. Can't have people thinking I've let my standards slip, now can I? Huh. What are you doing here? You wish to see me, Lord Valens? Did I now? Ah, yes, that's right. So you're Ellie, yes? And you joined the military of your own free will, along with your fellow orphans? Such devotion. What an inspiration you are. You see, it's my firm belief that love grants us the power to move mountains, to overcome any obstacle. Together we shall discover the strength that lies within you. Take my hand, child. I'll show you the way. I know, right? It is always nice getting off work. Oh, looks like we're gonna do some emerald weapon, guys. Sid's investigation in Turncliffe has led to startling revelations. It's good to see you, Cryptid. I'm pleased to report that Master Garland and the others uncovered a fair bit of useful information at the Imperial facility in Turncliffe. In fact, he'd like you to rendezvous with Gaius in the town square, where he'll reveal what they've found. Once you're ready to depart, your escort will lead the way. Alright, let's go speak with the Resistance escort. I do need to go pick up my Wondrous Tales. Why don't I go do that real quick while I'm thinking about it? Wondrous Tales will be in Idleshire, which I could go to Elpis real quick. Let's check something real quick. Let me see if I can get that map. Because I tried to get one yesterday. I couldn't. I don't know why. I'm thinking it was doom 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 doom. Where is don't remember if it's certain ones or if let's go check this real quick. Oh, there that is. Oh, do I turn that off? Give this a shot. No. No. Let's find that. Oh, no. That's it. Alright, so I don't know why I can't find those maps. But oh well. We're not going to worry about it right now. I did all the treasure dungeons I needed. Just head to Idleshire. Dravanya. Dio ain't no stopping it. I, never really do anything with my Wondrous Tales. Hey, I am proud of you. I have not been able to do that yet, Mud. Try not to drink them as much, though, There are a lot of people here getting their Wondrous Tales. Let's see what I get. Yeah. I know I only did a couple things. Alrighty, let's check this out. Let's see. Complete duty for 1 to 49. That'll be easy. I can just run one as my paladin. could just do that right now. You know, it kind of would. On May 1st, I will be 2 years without a drink of alcohol. 2 years. I used to not be able to go a day. 70 and 80, 81, 88, 80, 91 to 99. And a level 100 dungeon. A Realm Reborn Alliance trade. Yeah, I could do that. Endwalker Alliance trade. Not bad. Endwalker was the gods. I don't have Alexander. I don't have Eden. I haven't done that yet. Thok Extreme. I could do that right now. Emanation Extreme. I don't know that one. The Minstrel Ballad, Tsukuyomi's Pain. I don't think I have that one. Memoria Misra. I'll have to have Edgy help me with that one. Thank you, Mud. I appreciate it. I'm proud of you, too. Mount Ordeals. I don't know that one off the top of my head. Treasure Dungeon. Crap. Gotta do a Treasure Dungeon. And a Frontline. Hey, you know I'm going to be doing that. Okay, so some of these are going to be easy. I should be able to get a lot of them. I could do Thok real quick. Why don't I just do Thok real quick? Emanation, Tsukuyomi's Pain. I can see if I have. I don't think I do. Yeah. Well, I'm proud of you being proud of me being proud of you. Let us do... Unrestricted. Thok. Not here. Right? There's Ultima's Bane. That's not the Minstrel's Ballad I need, though. There's Thok Hard. Thok Extreme. Neither of those Minstrel's Ballads. I'm gonna have to find what's-his-face, Yoshi P. Alright, let's go do this real quick. I could probably do it as... I'll probably do it just fine like this. Bow. Just pretend I'm drinking milk. Oh no, Ravana! What am I gonna do? Got him. Thou hast bested me. 25 seconds. Paladin's Hive Arms, free copy. Just some Hive stuff. Nothing crazy. Alright, he's dead. Goodbye, Bugman. Wondrous Tales duty complete. Alright, now I need to figure out that one. That Minstrel's Ballad. I do not think I have it unlocked. Because I think that's all the Minstrel's Ballads I have. And I need, not Crown of the Immaculate. What was it called? There's Memoria Misera. I cannot do Memoria Misera by myself. I will need Edgy's help on that. Or I just need you to catch up, Mud. That's what I need you to do. I need you to hit level 100 and come help me with this today. Emanation. Here's this. It's level 67. Blah, 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 blah. Broodmother cried out to the heavens in despair. I don't know who this is. Let's try it, but I'm going to try it as a Dragoon instead of Warrior. See? Well, it's free. Just get the free trial. Final Fantasy 14. You can get up to... I mean, I guess you can't get up to level 100, I don't think, but... Alright, I'm jumping in this. Commence. You know, it might be able to. I played this on a laptop for a while. And then I played on my PlayStation for a while. I do not remember this character. Or this fight.
Open your heart to me.
I don't know if I can do this one by myself. I think it's gonna kill me, isn't it? Is she gonna one-shot me? She might one-shot me. I might have to do this as a tank. She's not even gonna do shit for damage. Never mind. I was worried for no reason. Uh-oh, I'm gonna hit by a tank buster! Oh no! Boom. Alright. Got it. Another one done. I think that is gonna say... I hope that one's... No chest or nothing, because that's just... It didn't say Emanation Extreme, I don't think. Let's go look. Wondrous Tales. I did something wrong. It is Emanation Extreme. Alright. I do not have Emanation Extreme unlocked, I don't think. Where was that at? And let's look. If that was normal, Extreme it might be a little bit hard. Nope, I just have the Great Hunt. I'll have to unlock that. But we'll do that later. As of right now, we will head back to Blood of Emerald. All set for the journey ahead? Trouble Turncliffe. Let's go! Now that you're here, perhaps Sid will finally design to dispense his findings. Hey, hydrate! Good call, Mud. Thank you, thank you. Severa, inform him of Cryptid's arrival. Thanks for coming. So, what have you discovered? To tell the truth, we were lucky to obtain any information at all, considering the lengths to which the Imperials went in covering their tracks. See, the hangar below was not just used to store the weapons, but played a critical role in their creation. We now know the code names given to the three of the weapons, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Obviously, we're all familiar with the first two, but the third is something of an unknown quantity. Oh, really? Yeah, I don't do a lot of fried stuff. I don't do a lot of carbs, though, and I don't do sugar, really. At the very least, this confirms the existence of another of those abominations. Valdolin. What are we waiting for? Let's go after it. Problem lies in ascertaining its whereabouts. None of the locals have seen anything resembling a weapon being transported either by land or air. Which of course leaves only one option, the sea. According to what fragmented data we were able to recover, the Emerald weapon is equipped with aquatic capabilities, much like the Sapphire. Meaning that its escape from Turncliffe would have gone undetected and could potentially be anywhere by now. But if Alphonse plans to have it absorb more primals... Yeah, I do air fry too. I think my air fryer, I use air fryer and I got a little griddle that I use for everything. And traveling by sea would allow him to circumvent the front line at Gimlet entirely. The Alliance must be alerted at once. Hold your chocobo, Severa. Seems that the Emerald weapon was still incomplete when the 7th Legion withdrew from Turncliffe. It's far more likely that it was transported to another facility in order to add the finishing touches. If your supposition is correct, that would narrow our search to but 2 possible locations, Castrum Marinum and the Rotano Sea and Castrum Occidens in eastern Lenosha. Both of which are known to harbor remnants of the 14th Legion, your former subordinates, guys. Be that it may, our objective is unchanged, Valdolin. You and Severa will make your way to Castrum Oxygens, while Cryptid and I head for Castrum Marinum. Should we locate the Emerald Weapon? We will give the signal to dispatch the G-War and eliminate it before it can be activated. Hey, Edgy, what is up? Sorry to disappoint you, but we're still repairing the damage sustained during the encounter with the Sapphire Weapon. While Algan machinery has its uses, it's a bugger to find replacement parts in a pinch. We've actually been working to expand his already impressive arsenal, but the G-Warrior itself is in no fit state for combat. While I'm aware this is far from adequate replacement, I can provide an ironwork submersible to help. I said submersible, really weird. To help Charybdid and Gaius reach Castrum Marinum. I'll have one sent ahead to Vesper Bay. Pizza. Well, hey, you didn't have to get up from your nap. That's the best part. A submersible, eh? I didn't much like the sound of that. Perhaps Severa and I should count ourselves fortunate that our destination can be approached by land. I pray you have a safe journey. Watch yourself out there, Cryptid. I have an alarm that goes off every morning at 6:30. Even on my days off. It's time we departed. Let us make our way to Vesper Bay. That does not mean I get up at 6:30. You have a duty to do this evening? No way. I doubt that. The footfalls. Jesus. That's why I always just do one alarm. I can't do multiples. Do one and I get up as soon as it goes off. Like, pop up. And then sometimes lay back down and set it for another 30 minutes. But that one is it. As per Master Garland's instructions, the submersible is ready when you are. But before you depart, I've received some scraps of intelligence regarding your opponent from my colleagues in Turncliffe. Apparently, it uses some sort of levitating hand-like appendages, 6 of them in fact. Though we're not quite sure what purpose they serve, it sounds like having eyes in the back of your head might come in handy. That's all we know, I'm afraid. I just hop out of mine. It's your civic duty. I got you. That's what you actually set alarms to do that. Nice. You know, I'm proud of you. Someone's got to do it. You have our thanks. After all, forewarned is forearmed. If the emerald weapon has indeed been transported to this castrum, it would need to enter via the dry dock. We shall do likewise. Duty. As one might expect, there are measures in place to keep out intruders. Security systems can be tricked into recognizing us as an Imperial vessel. That said, infiltrating the facility is merely the first step. Should the emerald weapon be activated, it's only a matter of time before the pilot uses Oversoul. We must silence the War Machina before this happens, and failing that, grant the poor soul at its helm the mercy of a swift death. Oh, and remembered, had these wounds healed more quickly, I could have gone with you, but I fear I would only slow you down. As such, I shall provide what support I can from afar. Whatever happens, this emerald weapon must be defeated at all costs. Castrum Marinum, now accessible. Oh shit. Well. Ooh, that's also one of the Moogle ones. I can just do this unsynced, yeah? Let's see if I can do this unsynced. Yeah, I know. Only dropped... No, Tomestone's only dropped synced, yeah? So I would have to sync up. Or do I have that? Because unsynced would be like my level 100. Like, I'm unsynced now. Right? Synced, yeah, with a full party. Okay, gotcha. I'm still learning all that, so... Let's try this unsynced, though. As Dragoon, for some reason. It's only level 80. Think we can do this as Dragoon? Let's go. Screw it. But if this doesn't work out, we could do it as a party. Castrum Marinum. This is it. The emerald weapon. Right, if we could get him. I did get up my Wondrous Tales. I need to do Misera, that Misera Memorial, whatever it is. Also, Valens was doing one-handed push-ups, and I was like, I know a guy that can do that. Look, Father, this is the power. Gotcha. I'm on Bryn, by the way. Because I do plan on doing a PvP at some point. Gross milk drinker. Alright, well, let's freaking go. It's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Whoa! They know that was gonna happen. You tricked me. Tricked me. He's not supposed to do that. I'm feeling I need to go to the other side now. Oh, no. You know, edgy about that whole needing, you know, if I need help thing. Alright, how do I keep from falling off? So that one's gonna move away from each other. Yeah. I don't get that. I'm not worried about it. It didn't do much damage. Just stand dead middle, right? Is that okay? They're gonna keep me from dying? Or is it from this? Bet you it's from this. Oh! Still killed me. Do I have to get in that? I don't know. I don't know. Let's try it again. Oh, I also need to unlock Emanation Extreme. Stay on the edge of it. On the edge of that blue thing. If it lands on it, it'll kill you. Okay. So don't stand in the blue. Thank you. let's see which two are gonna move away from each other. It's these two. So I can stand here and keep biting them. I guess more like right here. So, like, here. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Score. I fucked that up. I really hope there's not somebody, like, in my house right now. I'm gonna have to stand over here so I don't die. Oh, wait, nope, that's not gonna work. Oof. I might still die, just from straight up damage. Why am I not? Oh, it's you. I don't know what's going on. What? Whoa. Well, if it's you, you should have brought food. Oh, come on, I just used Life Surge. Woo! Small bullet hell time. Yep, that was definitely small bullet hell time. Not even you can beat the Empire's finest. Activating Oversoul. I hope it saves here. Battlestar combat data ready. Initiating organic core override. Ali, Alphonse, this is goodbye. Damn, Rex. What does it mean? Wait, that glow. Bear witness to the glory of the Empire. This is where I live. At the time of the invasion, could the synthetic Orosite be causing this? Alright. I really hope it saves there. I don't know what's going on. Down. I don't really know what's going on, guys. Guys, battle. Okay, I see what you're saying. I messed that up a little bit, but I need the health. Fuck! I don't know what's going on, but I was gonna say this looks like my best spot right here. Oh, uh-oh. That's right in that. Done. Not too bad. Not too bad. I even had a heal free at the end there. So not too bad. Could have been worse. Now we're gonna pee on this one too. Hey, 50 poetics. Totally worth it. Definitely couldn't have got that faster in Zadnor. Bow, bow, bow. We're gonna pee on it. It's like when I get on stream, my nose just starts itching. Why would Rex throw away his life for this? You're right. If I'm ever learning the truth, I must concentrate on the task at hand. Of course, we do not need to wait for Sid's analysis to tell us whose combat data was used on this occasion. It galls me to think that my techniques and strategies could be so closely replicated. Nevertheless, the observations I made during the battle may yet prove useful. As a matter of fact, that was not the only information I was able to gather. I intercepted a signal that revealed the troops stationed here were permitted to withdraw, seemingly in return for assisting the 7th Legion. They must have known that the Alliance would follow the Emerald Weapon here sooner or later, and made their good to escape. Meaning the way is now clear for Sid to inspect the Warmock and his remains. Got here as soon as we could. Not that we could have done anything to prevent this tragedy. From what we know, it seems that the Emerald Weapon was ilm for ilm a great deal more powerful than the previous two. If this is allowed to continue, who knows what sort of monstrosity the 7th Legion will conceive next. Nevertheless, Cryptid has once again proven himself capable of overcoming the worst the Empire has at its disposal. I died like 3 times. You may be relieved to hear that Caster Moxidus was free of anything resembling a weapon. Unfortunately, it was also devoid of any useful leads, and we came away empty-handed. It's not going anywhere. There we go. In all honesty, part of me wishes we'd never found the Emerald Weapon. Perhaps Sin and Rex would have not been forced to make the ultimate sacrifice. I only hope that he's finally at peace. We will do what we can to spare others from sharing his fate. I and the Ironworks will search this place from top to bottom for clues as to the 7th Legion's plans. For that, allow me to sweep the area for booby traps and the like. I'd not put it past the Imperials who have left a few surprises for us. Agreed. I'll go with you. With that in mind, I'll begin my examination of the Emerald Weapon. Carefully, that is. Alphonse, you knew all this time, didn't you? Melisandre and Recon too. Everyone except me. And you, Rex? Yes, that's what the synthetic Orsight system is. The fusion between pilot and core is key to Oversoul. Unless we use it, we don't have a chance of beating Father's newfound friends. They stand between us and the primals, without which the weapons will never reach their full potential. We thought that if you knew the truth about Oversoul, you'd try to stop us. Of course I would. What I don't understand is why all of you are so willing to give your lives for the weapon project. What is it all for? It all began the day Father left. Without his guidance, his protection, the Garleans lost any respect they once had for us. But their cruelty pales in comparison to Valen's. To him, conscripts like us are expendable commodities, an endless supply of test subjects for his twisted experiments. But no matter what they do to us, we'll never lose hope. If it is the duty of the strong to lead the weak, we'll become strong and protect those who cannot protect themselves. The weapon project will give us the strength we need. We'll create a world where people like us can live without fear of persecution. And we want you to see this new world for yourself, Allie, even if we must give our lives to make it a reality. But why me? The years spent serving the Empire have changed us all, except you, Allie. Even after everything you've seen, you're still the caring, innocent girl we grew up with. More than any of us, you deserve a chance at happiness. That's what we all agreed. Allie, listen to me. Right now, the soldiers assigned to watch over us have been called away to the capital. Now's our chance to get you out of here. Then why don't you come with me? If Alphonse and I were to run away now, we'd only force others to take our place. We can't let that happen. It's our way of upholding the ideals Father instilled in us. Our lives are a small price to pay for Werlet's freedom. No. How can you expect me to leave you behind? I won't do it. We will forever be at your side, Allie. Rex, take her to holding cells. No, let me go. So, win or lose, plans to hand over to the castrum to Father. Is that right? Yes. Take Allie into their custody before the Garleans return. Well, you'll be free to pilot the Emerald weapon without her interfering. Can't let her hinder the completion of the weapon project. I'm counting on you, Alphonse. Don't let her sacrifices be in vain. Allie starved to death in the holding cell. Rex, have you forgotten what I told you? You mustn't use Oversoul. Can't lose you too. We both know I can't win without it. Besides, we need combat data of the Emerald weapon fighting at its peak if we're going to have any chance of perfecting the synthetic Orsight system. You know I'm not the sort to do things by halves. Me either, man. Me either. Forgive me, Rex. Don't worry about me. This is where I meet my end. I'll do it with a smile on my face. Rest up to you, Alphonse. I have a good friend named Rex. He old, though. He's, like, really old. Like, you guys think I'm old. This guy's old. He was, like, my age when I was, like, your age. This is the girl you spoke of, yes? She was locked in a cell, but I saw no harm in letting her out. I can't say for certain, but it seems she's been through quite an ordeal. No. We peed on him. Why, Rex? Why? Guys, once we've extracted the core, we'll take it back to Turncliffe for analysis. Perhaps she should come with us. There's no use in her staying here. Oh. Edgy, did you get your wondrous tales? And if so, are you wanting to do any of it today? Oh, I gotta run ads in about 5 minutes at most. I might just run ads. What time is it? Yeah, that way I don't talk to him and end up getting in something. Let's go ahead, run us some quick ads, and I'll be back in 3 minutes, all right? And welcome back, everybody. I hope that was a nice little break. Let us just go ahead and continue on. See what happens. Sever's taking care of Allie, but it may be some time until her nerves have settled. The vision you witness is indeed true. Alphonse and Rex locked her away for her own safety. When she's ready, I would know more of what her brother hopes to achieve and why he must resort to such desperate measures. Allie's condition has improved somewhat, but she remains in a state of shock. We must give her more time to recover. There was one other thing that I thought you should know. When we checked her for injuries, we saw that her back is covered in welts and bruises. Who did this to her? It seems she was subjected to beatings on a regular basis, judging by the various stages of bruising. Dare say this is work of her Garlean masters. Speak as though you've seen this before. Seen? I've lived through it myself. I was born in Werlet. 23 summers passed. My mother was a local woman, but my father was a pure-blooded Garlean and a member of the occupying forces. Though I know very little about him, his rank afforded me imperial citizenship. His acknowledgement of our familial ties was the extent of the responsibility he took for bringing me into this world. Still, it's more than can be said for most of his ilk. My mother and I were shunned by the people of Werlet, who treated us as badly as the Garleans did, if not worse. I thought that if I were to become an imperial soldier, my position, might somehow deter those who would cast scorn on my mother, if only out of fear, and so I joined the army. The acceptance I earned was but temporary. However, my superiors were quick to blame any perceived shortcomings on my savage lineage. Rather than waste time on official court-martials, they administered their own form of corporal punishment. Of corporeal punishment. Worse than corporal punishment. I was eventually assigned to the 12th Legion and fought under Xenos Ye Galvus in Alamigo. In the chaos that followed our defeat, I seized the opportunity to flee to Werlet. While it was never much of a home, it was all I had, but nothing could prepare me for what awaited. My mother had for many years suffered from poor health and relied on medicine to keep her alive. In my absence... What's Eris's theme? Eris's theme. Right? That was. I don't know. My guards denied her treatment, claiming it would be wasted on savages. By the time I could out, there was nothing left for me in Werlet. I'd be punished for desertion if the Imperials discovered the reasons for my return. I was never accepted by my so-called countrymen to begin with. No? What was that? That was totally a part of it. I totally heard it. I ran as far as my legs could carry me. It was then that I met Gaius. So that's the truth of it. Other than a few scant details, I knew naught of your past. It sickens me to think that I once fought under the same banner as such vile creatures. I'd always believed it to be the duty of the strong to lead the weak. Yet there are those who become drunk on the power afforded by their station and prey on the ones they should protect. Now I'm listening to music while I read this. Like a canker, this corruption is spread to every part of the empire. Even those with Garlean blood, such as myself, are subjected to the cruelty. They have a particular contempt for the Aura, an easy target for abuse being so few in number. Perhaps like me, Allie thought she would be spared such treatment when she joined the army. Alas. ... I only hope that with time, Allie can put the past behind her and make a new life for herself. But for now, all we can do is wait for delirium to subside. It is Valdalin's turn to keep watch. Let's ask him if there's been any change. Damn, then the music changed. Do we think I should stay as Dragoon? Or should I play the next part as Warrior? I suppose you're here to ask about Allie. Is she well enough to speak with us? As her condition has improved somewhat, I would say so, provided you do not cause her any undue distress. Wait here. Might hurt a bit. Alright. I like their coat. Allie, I'm sorry what happened to Rex. It was my fault. Lasagna and Recon too. They died because of me and my foolish ambitions. I don't know if I agree with that. Father, no. This cannot go on. Please, Allie, you must tell me all you know. Oh, really? I didn't know you'd get that for wolf marks. Of course. First, I knew what became of you and your siblings after we were parted. So much has happened. It seems like a lifetime ago. After your disappearance, we were all assigned to the newly reformed 7th Legion. At first, each legatus was quickly replaced by the next, till eventually a man named Valens Van Varo. He was sent from the capital, but before that he was a specialist in experimental magitech weaponry. Ah, alright. We later discovered that he was ordered by Emperor Varus to complete a project involving anti-primal war machina, the weapons. But after the Emperor's death, he was free to employ whatever methods he saw fit, and his greed for power only grew. Some even say he's planning to use the power of weapons to lay claim to the throne. But I think there's another reason for his obsession with the weapon project. Not that he'd ever tell anyone. Oh shit, sorry. But he's always muttering to himself. And I've been able to put the pieces together. What's that one? Oh, that's... yeah. The one I beat second. Valens Venvaro, I must admit it. It was only recently that I first heard that name, Sapphire. Valens. Valens uses knowledge of magitech to devise various military strategies. He was given a position in the army and quickly rose through the ranks. That was until one man stood in his way. You, Father. He's one of the candidates to lead the new 14th Legion, but that role fell to you. After that, he was assigned to serve under a far more gifted engineer, Nero, who was in charge of restoring the ultimate weapon. Valens has resented you ever since, going so far as to oppose the ideals you upheld. We treated those who serve the Empire based on merit rather than on their race or origin. Valens is adamant that pure-blooded Garleans are superior to all others. He's a racist. It never ceases to amaze me how far some will go in the name of revenge. All that hatred festering away, nothing good ever come of it. So the marks on your body are his handiwork? Yes, to Valens's men were no more than fodder for his experiments, playthings on which they can vent their frustrations. Every day is filled with nothing but pain. If I had remained in Garlemald, you would never have been forced to endure this abuse. It's not your fault, Father. We could have fled from Valens if we wanted to. After all, we're expendable and easily replaced. Truth is, that's exactly why we couldn't run. In saving ourselves, we'd be condemning others, but if we were to stay, to see the weapon project to its completion, we'd gain the power to defeat Valens, and then the Empire itself, freeing the world from its tyranny. It seems like a pretty backwards idea. You know, shouldn't be helping them to defeat them. That way, we might start afresh and find a place we can call home, not just for us, but for anyone who wishes to live in peace. You'd give your lives for a future you may not live to see. Took courage from your teachings, Father. Strong must lead the weak, and we would gain that strength by whatever means necessary. We'll fight for the sake of those who cannot. But we knew that you'd never consent to our participation in the weapon project, which is why we couldn't turn to you for help. As the pilots, we're the only ones who are able to stop Valens. We know just how powerful the weapons are. He would use them to bring the world to its knees. And this masterpiece is the worst of them all. If only I could get my hands on it, then I could save Alphonse and all wear it. Father, I know you and Alphonse stand on opposing sides of this conflict, but there must be a way you can help him. He may have called you our enemy before, but he never meant it. He still loves you, Father, and everything he aspires to be. You are everything he aspires to be. I failed him, failed you all, but I refuse to abandon him to his fate. I'll free him from Valens if it is the last thing I do. Thank you. He needs you more now more than ever. Listen, Allie, I once sought the strength to rebuild the world as I saw fit, but the ultimate weapon was born not to create but to destroy. Alphonse must not follow in my footsteps. I know all too well where they lead. I'll do all I can to help you, brother. Pray tell me where he is. I'm sorry, I don't know where he could be. In that case, shall have the Alliance dispatch scouts. Wherever he is, we'll find him. As for you, Allie, stay here and rest. Wait, you're the one who fought Rex, recalled him Sandia, aren't you? Yep, killed him. Peed on two of them. We're the ones who threatened your homeland. You only did what you had to do. Oh, yep, I had to pee. No right to ask this of you, but... lend my father your strength. Save Alphonse. Pee on him. I know now why they call you hero. Nobody calls me that. Alphonse, I'll do what I must to free you, even if it means going against father's wishes. But I have a good feeling about his new friend. Severa, see that she has everything she needs. Our allies must be informed of these troubling events. May I ask you to relay this news to the troops in Girabania? Bup, bup, bup. Your loving father act may fool the others, guys, but not me. For every life you've saved, you've ended 1,000 more. Or is this your idea of redemption? Call it what you will. For all my transgressions, I believe I still have a part to play. Was I wrong to spare you that day, or will you honor your word? It seems time has come for the Black Wolf to show his true colors. Alright. I made a small change to my warrior glam. I put a black mask under my mask. Okay, where am I at before I... Gatekeeper. We recently received word of your victory over the Emerald weapon. I expect it was another fine display on your part, not that any of us were there to see it. For that reason, we'd be grateful if you could give us a blow-by-blow account if you wouldn't mind. Not that we don't believe you, but I'm just saying, nobody saw you do it. Good grief, it sounds like you had an awful lot to contend with, rather you than me. I shall add this to our ever-growing stack of reports, should anyone wish to review this information ahead of the next sortie. Now, if I may say so, it looks like your ordeals have taken their toll. We'll let you know if anything requires your attention, but until then, be sure to get some rest. Yeah! Meanwhile, in the 7th Legion's correction chamber. Just Valen's doing one-hand push-ups and drinking milk. Three weapons, three pitiful displays of ineptitude. Bratata. No, that's not the that it was supposed to be. I'm getting a lot of messages. To make matters worse, one of my prime candidates, your precious sister no less, has escaped. And who should she go crawling to but that swine Gaius? After everything I've done for her, this is how she repays me. As her older brother, it's your responsibility to instill some discipline in her, and you failed miserably. Well, don't just stand there, boy. Oh, of course, it's your first time, isn't it? Come along, there's no need to be shy. See, something wicked has taken hold of this young man, and it's our job to cleanse his troubled spirit. It may look painful, but it's the only way, I assure you. He'll be ever so grateful, and you want him to get better, don't you? There's a good boy. Now let's try again, shall we? Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. I like this music. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Burn out the bad. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. As for you, I thought you were a cut above the rest of the savages, but it appears I was mistaken. Since you allowed that wretched sister of yours to escape, it falls to you to act as her replacement. I choose you as the next pilot, and your mission is simple. Kill Gaius Van Balsar, whatever it takes, and if you so much as entertain the idea of betraying me again, I'll exterminate every last one of your kind. Like the vermin they are. Having said that, we'll be forcibly initiating Oversouls using Xenos' combat data. So whatever schemes you may be hatching will never come to pass. All you need to do is sit back and let the synthetic oversight system do the work, with you as its conduit. You should thank me for allowing you to become part of my masterpiece. Your worthless existence will finally have some semblance of meaning. Lord Valence, preparation for the Oversoul trial are complete. We await your orders. Splendid. Never a dull moment around here. Now then, boys, who'd like to see something special? Come along, everyone. Father has secrets to share with you. This is my chance, and it's all thanks to the sacrifices made by my dear siblings. Finally, weapon will be mine to command. Once it's reached perfection, I'll be unstoppable. First Valens, then the Empire itself will fall. We'll be free at last. Father, keep Ellie safe. Sandhya, Recon Rex. See this through to the end. I promise. Hope we save Alphonse, but I have a feeling he might end up dying. Till then, watch over me. So, is it ready or not? Trial sequence has been primed, sir. Then get on with it. Initiating synthetic oversight system. Loading diamond weapon simulation. What's going on? You're helping us with a little research is all. Whatever your name is. The time has come for you to contribute to the glory of Garlemald. This isn't what we agreed. You said that if I took part in the experiment, you let my family go. You have Zeus' data loaded, yes? Activate Oversoul. Be quick about it. Understood, Lord Valens. Galvus combat sample ready. Initiating organic core override. My mind is... No! This is what it takes to protect you both. I love you. I'm sorry. Where is my prey? Organic core override complete. Xenos Ye Galvus. Data loaded. Subject is instinctively bound to seek out prey, right from the outset, regardless of the combat prowess it may boast. I need an obedient servant, not a ravenous beast. Enough. Shut down. Deactivating synthetic oversight system. How revolting. What a mess it makes of the cockpit. Just saying to prepare for another run. Fortunately, we have the next test subject ready and waiting. But sir, you agreed to release his family in exchange for his cooperation. Ha 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 ha. My, I never knew you had such a wonderful sense of humor. Great Valens Vanvaro, bargaining with savages? Ha! More fool him for trusting me in the first place. Oh, alright, maybe I don't like that guy very much. So what? He can do one-handed push-ups and drink milk. In memory, the Resistance troops wish to help their newfound allies in Turncliffe. I'm scratching my back. Ah, Cryptid, I was hoping I might have a word with you. Ever since Turncliffe was liberated, we've been sending troops to aid in getting the town back on its feet. Helping the residents, that sort of thing. I have no idea where my back scratcher went. I had one in here. Should have bought a black one. You know? With my black table. I don't think it's even in this room anymore, though. Who knows? Who knows? We Alamegans know how hard life can be for a society struggling to stand on its own after years of imperial rule. A lot of what most people would take for granted has to be rebuilt from ground up. While we're able to assist when it comes to providing basic resources, keeping the place safe, there are countless other problems that need attending to. If you can spare time, we could use your help. Bless you, Cryptid. You really are a saint. I'm sure the people of Turncliffe will benefit from having someone like you around. Once you're ready, have a word with your usual escort. I wish you all the best. If anyone saw what I said, yes, I was making sure somebody wasn't in Zadnor right now. So, the boss roped you into helping, did he? I knew you couldn't say no. Wait, what? What? Wait, what? I checked my friends list to make sure you weren't in Zad. You're the one who piloted that Warmachina and defeated the Sapphire weapon, aren't you? No, I don't know. I haven't got to it yet. I have no idea. I thought so. I have heard much about you, but I doubt you know who I am. My name is Avelina. I grew up here. When I was 16, I was put to work as a Magitech engineer. Thanks to you and yours, we were now rid of the Imperials, though I fear many of us will struggle to put the past behind us. For decades, we suffered at their hands. Generations of young people were forced into the army and sent off to die in some distant land. I suppose I could be considered one of the lucky few. My work here kept me away from the battlefield, and I hope that my contributions might help the others live long enough to make their way home. In the end, most of them never returned. Though my efforts were in vain, I can at least honor their memory. I want to leave something behind for their sake, to prove that they haven't been forgotten. A monument bearing their names. To ensure that not a single person is omitted, I need to see the official list of conscripts. If one still exists, it would be inside the Imperial facility beneath the town. But with the Resistance troops and ironwork engineers closing the place off, I can't get near it. Perhaps you might have a word with them for me? Leave as soon as I find the list. I've not tried Diamond yet, so I'm not sure. We will see. I can try it solo. Something I can help you with? I see. It's a bit unusual for one of the locals to show an interest in the Imperials leaving. But it seems she has her reasons. Since we're still carrying out our investigations, we've closed the place off to prevent anyone interfering. Considering it's you who's asking, though, I can hardly say no. Still, I'd better go with her in case the others kick up a fuss. You're very kind. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for any trouble I've caused. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it, and I was glad to help. As I expected, the Imperials kept detailed records of the local conscripts. One name in particular stood out to me. My friend, Melisandre. I had no idea she'd be assigned to the 7th Legion, of all places. How'd you know her? It all began while we were serving together in the 7th Legion, or 14th Legion, sorry. We had much in common, both being drafted from the same occupied territory, and we soon became firm friends. Then one day she was sent to fight in Eorzea while I remained here. Day before she left, she came to say goodbye, together with her foster siblings from the orphanage. The youngest one, Recon, was particularly upset about not being allowed to speak with their adoptive father, Gaius van Belsar, before they departed. It was actually another of his orphans, Livia Sas Junius, who forbid him from seeing him. Can't say for certain, but it seemed that Livia had a strong attachment to Gaius and wouldn't let anyone else near him. As far as I could tell, he tried his best to keep Livia at arm's length whenever possible, but her devotion to him was bordering on obsession. She became extremely jealous at the slightest sign of affection between him and his other wards. Others, however, treated him far more kindly. In fact, a Prefectus Castorum of the 14th Legion came specifically to meet them. While I was surprised that a Rogadin had risen to such a rank, I was even more taken aback by the unguarded manner in which he spoke with the subordinates. I'd hoped that... Oh, I accidentally clicked. Then the time came for Melisandre to leave. We shared a few final words, and then she was gone. It'd be the last I ever saw of her. After that, I was assigned to the Tribunus Laticlavius of the 14th, Nero Tolskeva, and I worked on restoring the ultimate weapon. I was even at the Praetorium on the day it was destroyed. Out of all those fucking words, destroyed is the one I got wrong. But I escaped aboard an Imperial ship moments before it came crashing down. I eventually made it my way back to Wurlit, only to be drafted into the 7th Legion to continue working on the weapon project. Even now, it makes me sick to my stomach to think I'd helped bring those abominations into the world. Using a living pilot to feed the weapon's core was part of the design from the very beginning. Of course, they never dreamed of subjecting a trueborn Garling to such barbaric treatment. Not when the 7th Legion has already supplied provincial conscripts ripe for the taking. The pilots were referred to only by their code names, and we engineers were not made privy to their true identities. Even with this list of conscripts, I still don't know who was sacrificed in the name of the weapon project. Let's bring an end to the weapon project together. What can I do? For years all I've known is how to build tools of destruction. 7th Legion is far from finished. Far from finished. They're biding their time, waiting till the right moment to unleash the final weapon. And when they do, it will bring naught but death and woe to all who stand in their way. Even after everything they've taken from us, they still want more. If it weren't for the Empire, Melisandre would still be here. She was the kindest person I ever met. To the Empire, she was just another pawn in their games. Never forget her. There's a way I can make a difference. I know there is. First, I need to speak with members of the Ironworks. I have a feeling that War Machina you used to beat the Sapphire weapon will be called into action again. Till then, it's still time to make improvements, and I intend to help. Ah, shit, I clicked again. Before I go, allow me to express my gratitude. I don't know what I'd have done if it weren't for you. Till we meet again. Mm-hmm. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I was just doing math, had nothing to do with this. Alright. Now back out to the resistance guy. Hello. Hey, what's up, Faye? I'm playing this and it just hit me. I'm gonna have a spare level on Baldur's Gate 3. That's the math I was just doing in my head, was Baldur's Gate math. I could put a third level into fighter, I guess. I might just do that. Yeah. I've only got like my idea set up to level 11. Because I was only going to put 2 points into fighter. Which would leave me with 4 I could put in a rogue, which I don't need. I could put that 4th in the thief and get an extra feat. Yeah, I could either go with a 4th in rogue and get a feat, or 3rd in fighter and get a subclass. I'll just decide that later, I guess. If I got a feat, I could get alert, which would put me at the top of initiate or the turn order every time. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Initiative, yes. That's the word I was looking for. So, how's your time in Turncliffe? I see. Fate has dealt her a cruel hand, but now she has a chance to make a fresh start. Same could be said of the whole of Turncliffe. It seems the liberation of that one small town will become a pivotal moment in Werlet's history. Perhaps it won't be too long before the rest of the region is free from the Empire. Naturally, we'd be honored to fight alongside the people of Werlet. We won't rest till the Imperials are sent fleeing with their tails between their legs. Till that day arrives, we'll carry on doing our bit to support you and the others in ending the weapon project. Be sure to pass on any pertinent information. In the meantime, take care. Duty in the Sky with Diamond. DSD. DSD. And love you shall find. This must be Diamond Weapon, I'm assuming. I wasn't expecting to see you here, considering all that's been happening around about Eorzea of late. Still, if you're a mind to assist us, we'd like to share the latest development in Werlet. And as luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks. I'll take it from here. Glad to see you looking so well, Cryptid. It's like, I'm gonna do something real quick. Oh shit, I don't remember who that is. Who is that? I don't know who that is. That's Mina. Yeah, okay, good, thanks. I don't know if I should believe you or not. That didn't help me at all. Now I think it's probably Mazette. It's been too long, Minago! Yes, it certainly has. I haven't seen you around Rogger's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. Oh, much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to attend. Following the liberation of Turncliffe, it seems the people of Werlet also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Oh, custom deliveries client? Ah. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Werlet revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose of the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. Their ranks include Midi-4 conscripts. Shit, sorry. And between them, they possess no small amount of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decided to turn to none other than Geist Balsar. Of course, many would balk at the thought of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate times call for desperate measures. His reputation as a goddess speaks for itself. As most Alamegans will attest, he was a far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric. Yeah, and successor Xenos, for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Werlit in the first place, so who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions from the Alamegan resistance. Got our hands full dealing with the Telephoroi. I've never not heard that word. As do the rest of our allies in Eorzea. But we'll do what we can. While my comrade sees to the preparations, I've been assigned to meet with him in person. Oh, sorry. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliffe? I guess I need to drink this. Tell off, Roy. Thanks, Cryptid. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with a black wolf is a rather daunting prospect. Even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf. But I'm sure having you there will make a world of difference. Yeah. So I'm going to start responding to people. I believe you're acquainted with our escort, yes? Let him know when you're ready to get going. Bow, bow. There's a lot of quests here I can pick up. I have a feeling that I probably need to. Another trip to Turncliffe, is it? Let's go. Ah, guys, Balsar, I presume. Balsar. I need to quit being lazy. I come bearing the Alamegan Resistance's official reply to your request for aid. I see. You have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? The assistance of the Alamegans will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. But lest we forget, the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far. We must be prepared for severe casualties should its full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we'll pay it willingly. Yeah. Let me be clear, we Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, people of Werlit chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. Only hope they will not come to regret it. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment, whatever that may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I'd like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Alamigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Werlit. The irony is not lost on me. It's a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. That's basically what your kids are doing. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind. Only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. So I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory, I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstances, that they may serve the Empire. There are those such as Valens, who see being born a Garlean a virtue in itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of Legatus and everything that entails makes my blood boil. Valence brings shame upon our homeland, makes mock of the ideals it once stood for. By my hand, he shall pay for his foul crimes. We're running out of time, guys. We have to go after her. Something I'd show you, but not here. Come with me. Bop, 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 bop. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I'm being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in a room. Did Allie leave? Dear Father, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, but the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Werlet, I've decided to take matters in my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it's too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. It's a little chilly in here. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie. She's heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Werlet. I'm certain of it. Is she gonna pilot Diamond Weapon instead of Alphonse? Taking matters into her own hands? She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than save them, but I cannot ask the Werlet revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush in battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable a warrior as Cryptid is, if we were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, he would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we won't do something, Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know, Severin, and so did Allie when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Can you hear me? I'm in Werlet, just outside Castrum Calinum. All hells have broken loose. There's an enormous explosion. Through the smoke and flames, I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it, we lost the signal. Oh shit, Alfonsios were planning this from the beginning. To bring the weapon project to completion, use it to free Werlet from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as a perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it may not distinguish between our allies and the Imperials. Large force would draw too much attention, but 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Between us, find a way to save him. We talk on the way. I can't allow this. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive. Very well. For the time being, I'll have the revolutionaries stand by and await by my signal. The opportunity to reclaim Werlet may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have Sid ready the G-Warrior. Understood. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconvene outside the hangar. Sometime earlier in the 7th Legion's Werlet headquarters. how wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data within their cores. Yes, very good. I see you were paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primals they absorbed and the data they accumulate will serve a singular purpose. In the completion of my masterpiece, the diamond weapon. But while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter. Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations. As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Balsar's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you've done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the diamond weapon. Then all that remains for me to assume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots, as per our agreement. Of course, a handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapons project's revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic orosite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations, and you are everything I desire. I'm honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valens. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that Pil Werlet be given full imperial citizenship and the right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you, and quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Werlet citizenship if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legate such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you've taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Imperial Valens. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Werlet you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater province anyway. And what about my brother? Oh yes, Alwick, or was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I made special arrangements for him. It'll be perfectly safe provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent. Now let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? One step closer to my coronation. Man, I'm gonna like killing that guy. It's the moment I've been waiting for. Now, pee in that diamond weapon. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted, but it's the only way. Please forgive me. Ooh, diamond weapon looks pretty dope. Looks very diamond weapony. Boop. Boop. Initiating the synthetic orosite system. All sensors activated. So far, so good. Diamond weapon, codename Xenos. Commencing activation sequence. Behold perfection itself. Lysandia, Recon, and Rex gave their lives, that others may live without fear. The Orsai's taking hold. I'm just glad that you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse. But you'll have to go on without me. You and Father still must work together to... Ugh. Sorry, I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Something the matter? The diamond whip is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens. Like, for sure they had fail-safes, just in case this happened. Just freaking aim, at least. You're not even close. Lowboard filth. If you think your little performance had me fooled, you're sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down. Yes, my lord. Transmitting deactivation signal. Yep, there goes your chance. Shot everything except him. Not responding. That insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I'm through with her, she'll beg for death. Beep, boop, beep, blip, 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 blip. No, killing like this. Lysandia, Recon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, where you are, lend me your strength. Oh, bad time. I didn't realize that. Combat sample, ready, initiating overmind. Subject name, who is overmind? What is that? It can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal, initiating overmind. But how? I don't care how. Stop that thing before it brings down the whole cast room. Aimed that one. Wow, that was a cool scene. But we're going to be right back in 3 minutes. See you then. And welcome back, everybody. I hope that you all had a nice little break there. But let's get back to it and see if we can probably try to fight Diamond Weapon. We're going to see how that goes. And if we can do this by ourselves. Unless anyone wants to join. I don't mind. All right. Ready to depart? All sent from Master Garland. Beep boop. No, I was just skipping that song. We all expect another weapon to appear sooner or later. Not quite like this. According to Valdolin, after it finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Ali is on board the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm. For that, I need the G-Warrior and airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days as a Black Wolf. You're a penchant for gigantic war machina. That was hard for me to figure out how to say. I forgot that Emery texted me, and I forgot to text her back. I think. Talk about possibly streaming together. Maybe tomorrow, if we can, if our schedules line up. So tomorrow might not be Final Fantasy. We will see. It's good to see you again, Cryptid. Final Fantasy 12, that is. It might not be. We'll see. We will see. Still on planning stage. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Avelina volunteering to help the Ironworks. Since she joined the team, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. As far as I can tell, your target is a diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse is design incorporates all of the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you encountered before. It's gonna like switch and start using the armor's attacks and stuff. Thankfully, we've had time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Avelina's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. Oh. But there will be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. Okay. Alright. Very impressive. May I ask what purpose it serves? Oh. Well, I guess that would be payback. I've been abusing your friendship long enough. Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. So I guess I owe you anyways. We've come to save lives, not to end them, and for that reason, the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. Yeah! Once again, Sid is engineered to provide precisely what we require before we even knew it ourselves. Alright, do you think I'm going to need help? If you want to help, we can just help. You can just help if you want. Due to the added complexity, we have Guy as pilot while Cryptid handles the various armaments. 100% soloable. Alright. You think I can solo this, and with your faith in me, I think I can pull through. That's what I'm believing you said, and I'm not going to read anything else in chat. there'll be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles. But even so, we must succeed at all costs. G6. Nope, it's a G6. See, we're flying, Mud. We're flying. It's a G6. Fly like a G6. Fried like some cheese sticks. Who was it? I was somewhere and someone thought that they said fried like some cheese sticks. And now every time I hear fly like a G6, I think of fried like some cheese sticks. Where was that? That had to have been years ago. Popping bottles in the club. Wait, what was it? Ah, shit, what are the lyrics to that song? It's not about the car, Edgy. It's about the plane. Popping bottles in the club. It's about wearing ice like a blizzard. Popping bottles in the club, getting slizzard. Oh, God, I'm gonna have to listen to that song now. Let's look up the lyrics. I have to. G6 lyrics. Bum 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 bum. Popping bottles in the ice like a blizzard. When we drink, we do it right. Getting slizzard. Sipping scissor in my ride. Like 3-6. Now I'm feeling so fly. Like a G6. That's the lyrics of it. Getting slizzard. I would not sip scissor ever anywhere. Oh wow, severe hair hell damage. I thought those G6s looked nice back in like 08, something like that. They looked pretty nice. Never had one though. I think back then I was driving around 08, I was driving a Ford Taurus. Had no power steering. And I was driving for years with no power steering. So I'd forget it didn't have power steering because I was just used to it, you know? And then like all my friends would drive it. And I remember, I think this is way back in the day. So we were like teenagers. Emery drove it one day. She's little. You guys have seen Emery. And she came back and dropped it off. She's like, what the fuck? You did not tell me I had no power steering. I was like, forgot. My bad. Jake had a Pontiac for the longest time. He probably still has it. No, I probably got scrapped. I can guarantee it probably got scrapped. Power steering. Nah, we don't need no power steering. You speed up and then you can turn faster. All right, let's give this a shot. We are the power, exactly. We are the power part of the steering. Well, wait. What is this one? Cloud deck. Let's go. And that was the road trip car too. Like I would always have like a road trip car because I always had nice comfy cars. So we would road trip in that with no power steering. And I just wouldn't say that. I'd forget. I mean, first class. Threat detected. Returning fire. Familiar male voice? So who's in Diamond Weapon then if it's not Allie? That looked pretty cool. Is it still Allie in there? I have a feeling it's not, is it? Like Allie died or something, and they got Alphonse in there. That's my guess. Or maybe she's not dead. Maybe they just got her. Alright. I just dash right onslaught and just right off the edge. That'd be awesome. Yeah, this is, I don't even know what it was. That was my issue. Like it wasn't my pump or nothing. It was just the power steering didn't work. I mean, I have I almost just flat out said my friend's full ass name that owns a shop. That would have, wow, that would have doxed me real hard. I was like, yeah, I know. No. I know a guy who owns a shop, and so I mean, I put in there like every weekend. He was like, just let me look at it. So he looked at it for a while. Like, I cannot figure out why you don't have power steering. Line was fine, had fluid, pump was working. Just power steering did not somehow work. What am I doing? 0. Okay, that didn't do much. I think I'm good. I'm a warrior. Jake had an old 69, I think it was a Chevy pickup truck back in the day, and it didn't have power steering or seat belts or like a complete floor. Put in the floor in it. I don't think I can dodge this guy. Yeah, well, it's 69, and it was the, I mean, the loudest truck I've ever heard in my life. Had a 454 in it and no muffler. What is this? Do I need to go over? The floor, it had no floor. It had a hole in the floor. I may have said the floor had a floor. Do I need to do something? Do I need to go over? See what you can make of this. Of what? You did 0 damage. Show them what you're made of. Pew! The true face of Diamond Weapon. Oh! My bad. That's not how you do this. Damn. Alright, at least I do 30% more damage now. And this wasn't very hard. Alright, so that's what I need to dodge for. This is a bit hard. So all I gotta do is dodge that one guy when he changes forms. Yeah, I got flunged off. Made more calls. Yeah, see, that's I just didn't realize I had to do that. bum, 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 bum. So, how do I know where he's gonna jump and knock me up? I guarantee there was something I just wasn't paying attention to. Oh, come on. As soon as I use freaking... Alright, so, how do I know which side he's going? Oh. He's gonna jump to that one first. Yeah! Look at that. Look at that. Stay sharp. It's far more agile than before. Oh, no! G-Savior! You killed G-Savior. Ow. Spider-Man! That didn't hurt. Haha, 0 damage. Well, I mean, he did damage, but shake it off. Um... Yeah, you know, I think it would have hurt his Dragoon too. Probably would have backflipped off. Today we fight as one. Huh? What? Don't worry, Allie. I'll keep you safe. What? Okay. What? Oh, man. G-Savior, returning to battle. Opening containment field. Moving the armor increases its speed, but I can't maintain... Oh, I missed that. What? Did that work? Did that just, like, completely work? Followed me over here, though. I don't know what's going on. Should I hop sides now? Or am I good? I don't know when you said hop sides, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Okay. Man, they hit me so hard it put me at full health. What is that? Bum bum. Is there anything else I should be worried about, Edgy? Are we good? Are we here for the home stretch? Let me get back on this side. I don't know why I provoked him. Let's use arm's length just in case. Hey, bow. Done. The containment field won't hold. $12 minutes. Gaius. You were right. You were right, Edgy. I could have done it by myself. Whenever you said, Cryptid, you're the best Final Fantasy player I know you can do this by yourself. You really meant it. You were right. I appreciate it. In all the years since the invasion, this place has hardly changed. I was expecting to find some sign of the 7th Legion here, but it would appear the diamond weapon has already taken them out of the equation. Wow, thank you for saying it again. I appreciate that. You know, you didn't have to say it again, but I'll take it. You know, I pray we're not too late. Your sub ends in 5 days. Oh, great. You're a Final Fantasy sub? Well, on to 11 it is. Oh, your Twitch sub? Oh, okay. Well, that's different. Oh, okay, hold on. You guys lose audio when I do this? No, yeah, you do. Holy crap. Make you guys lose audio. Ellie. Uh, uh. Mm. Please, take it back to Turncliffe. I have some unfinished business to attend to. Now to learn what has become of Alphonse. If you have a score to settle, now's your chance. Show yourself. Oh. Come to gloat, have you, Gaius? It's not over yet. You certainly have an instinct for self-preservation. I'd expect nothing less from a coward who sacrificed his own soldiers to further his ambitions. How dare you speak to me of ambitions? You're the one who stood in my way at every turn. It's not for your meddling. The Empire would have been mine. I don't even know who you are. Enough of your delusions of grandeur. Where's Alphonse? Why, he's right in front of you. What? 6:30, really? Ah. Once you hear the answer, you'll kick yourself for not realizing it sooner. You see, in all of the previous models, the combat data was either incomplete or unstable in some way, making their performance in battle wildly unpredictable. But then an idea struck me. Rather than using data gathered in battle, I should use something a little more realistic. Turns out that beloved boy of yours was quite brilliant. When he put his mind to it. Run a lot of Sandaoria. Well, we can start now. Run it all night. By my ingenuity, he has been reborn as the core of the greatest machine ever devised. None but the great Lord Valens Van Varo could conceive such a marvel. Ha 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 ha. I'm down to run a bunch of Sandaoria. I'm down for it. If it gives us the regulars, at least. And to think that Allie came here to steal the diamond weapon to save her brother, only to find he'd already become a part of it. Perhaps it wasn't the reunion she'd envisioned, but I'm sure she was grateful nonetheless. Oh, that might also explain why Overmind activated all by itself. It was clearly an attempt to protect his precious sister. Fascinating anomaly, but I can't stand disobedience. That such atrocities should continue unabated is proof of the rot that has spread throughout the Empire. Your crimes are an affront not only to Garlemald, but to all of mankind, and now you'll die. Have you forgotten, guys? I've seen your data. I know your every move. Such pitiful swordsmanship is a relic of the past, just like you. Terminus est. Crocea Mors. But this wasn't in my data. We're in these gauges too long. I thought time to change them up. Reactivating synthetic orsite system. This can't be. How is it still functional? Removing memory inhibitors. Hey, what's up, Em? How are you doing today? I mean, I did talk to you like a little bit ago. What is up, guys? Welcome in. We're finishing the Diamond Weapon story on Final Fantasy XIV. How's everybody doing? Tired? I feel you. Yeah, I worked today. So, but you probably already knew that. But hey, how y'all doing today? I'm Cryptid. I play a lot of Final Fantasy. So yeah, I'm doing some 14 because it's reset day because it's Tuesday, and I was gonna try to catch a hunt train. Did not catch a hunt train. A 12-hour. Sheesh. Well, hey, welcome in, guys. How is everybody doing? Yeah, I appreciate y'all. I got about probably 30 more minutes I'm going to stream, but I appreciate you for swinging by, guys. I do not deny the blood spill at my behest, nor will I. I was sorry, I was reading this. I have all my voices sound the same because it's me. Moon. That's why I fight to prevent the wrongs I committed from being repeated. Da-da-da-da. No, stop, I beg you. Ooh. But yeah, we've just defeated Diamond Weapon. So I think we're actually at the end of this. Pop. I was talking about my old Ford Taurus with no power steering earlier. I don't know if you remember that. Alphonse? Alphonse, my son, I failed you. Emery Finnick has a tier. What's up now? Nice. Thank you. But this is not the end. I'll see your dreams fulfilled. This I swear. I ask only that you, Melisandre, Recon, and Rex watch over me. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate that. And Lissa, I've lurked in some of your streams before. Father, the memories stored in the diamond weapon. Give them to Allie. Power steering. God, yeah. Oh man. The thing is, I would forget that I had no power steering because I was just used to it. Watch over in my stead. I understand. That car was awful, you know. But we went on a lot of road trips. We took that to YumaCon, and I don't think I had power steering then. Thank you. I'm proud to call myself your son. Oh, remember him? I don't remember if you remember Gaius from Praetorium. The guy from MSQ, you know, him. Only with more horns and gunbreaker stuff, because he was a judge. Or a legatus. Well, he's kind of a good guy now. It's just a free workout. It really is just a free workout. All right, well, cool. I see. We'll remain here until further notice. And like I said, all these guys are going to sound the same because it's me. I don't know if you noticed. That was Gaius. Valence Van Varo and the Weapon Project are no more. Seize the opportunity. The Werlet revolutionaries have taken control of the city. Though they still suffered considerable losses, they have at last gained their freedom. They're all cryptid. Yeah, don't let them fool you. I know they all sound like they're different people and look like it. It's really just me, though. All the Final Fantasy characters. And even with the Empire gone, for people like me, life under Imperial rule is all we've ever known. We might never be able to heal the scars left by decades of oppression. While there is hope for those who have survived this ordeal, nothing can bring back the dead. Loss of my wife and daughter left a void in me that can never be filled. Gaius is the one that killed them, though. In the years since, I've struggled to find a purpose, a reason to keep on living. It is the same for Gaius. No matter how hard he tries to make amends, the children he lost are gone forever. And I got a new song. It is chilly in this room. That's why I hate the Midwest. It's like warm. We think that winter's over and then just boom, cold again. What do I... tabletop. G-Warrior. Recent events in Whirlwood have found a profound impact on the lives of many, many people, but none more so than Allie. She's been in a constant state of shock ever since she's returned. We've even called in Sid to see if he can ascertain what the problem might be. You see, there's a strong possibility that the diamond weapon itself is what caused Allie to close herself off like this, but for the time being, all we can do is wait. There's one other thing. Evelina came by looking for you earlier, so perhaps you could go see her? Yeah, get some sleep in. I appreciate you for swinging by. And hey, hit me up. Yeah, I'll figure out what we're gonna do soon. But you have a great night and sleep well. Tell Jake I said hi. You know, I'm not saying anything. Yeah, I think I know. I think I can figure it out. Thank you for coming to meet me. I'm glad to see you're none the worse for your experiences. Yep, be safe, Em. Actually, I've been meaning to show you this. Thanks to Alamegan Resistance, the monument to the fallen is complete. Though they may no longer be with us, we'll never forget them. This way, they'll always be a part of Turncliffe, and future generations will be reminded of the sacrifices that were made. You were always so kind to me, and now it's my turn to do the same for others. Evelina is absorbed in prayer. Now would be a good time to return to Severa. Oh, right. Luckily, I had a disembodied voice to tell me that. Wait, gonna stop and check her out again real quick. Boom, 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 boom. I'll just stick with Warrior for a little bit. I don't even know if Edgy, am I going to be in any more fights? I guess I do only have like 20 more minutes on stream anyways. Hope all is well with Evelina. Actually, while you were speaking with her, I received word that Gaius will be here there soon. No more fights. I always listen to the voices in my head, Weaver. It makes life more interesting. I wish to see Allie. Would you send her for her? You know, not gonna lie, Mud. Sometimes being in a padded room isn't bad. Sometimes it is just what you need. But if I was going to pick, I would say handcuffed to a hospital bed with a TV over being in a room with no TV. Does she even recognize me? At first we thought the weapon's influence had caused this, but it seems there's more to it than that. Okay. Chirurgeons say that this is most likely the result of intense trauma. Her mind has been scarred, perhaps irrevocably. Chirurgeons. Chirurgeons. Grippy socks, man. That's sometimes they're nice. I got a couple wrong. Chi. What is it? Chirurgeons. 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 Little did she know that Valens had used a synthetic orocyte system to transform Alphonse into a living component of the machine. Chirurgeons? I'm learning words. I've just been guessing so far. I actually don't know how to read. You know, free socks and a break from people. And you know what? I love Jell-O and I love chicken broth. So, I know I can always get that. She finally learned the horrible truth. And if they've got a TV, like I said, I can find Cartoon Network, and I'm happy. That voice clip of Amric saying it, oh. Just a moment. In each of the previous cases, pilots became fused with the weapon's core. So how was Allie able to escape a similar fate? That's one of the many things we're still looking into. Hey, what's up, Blank? How are you doing today? Chirurgeons. We're talking about chirurgeons, and, you know, padded room. Hotel stays, you know? The padded hotel stays. Green Jello. I'm a cherry Jello guy. I've narrowed it down to cherry. And I'm not like a huge cherry guy outside of Jello. But when it comes to Jello, gotta have cherry. All they wanted was a place to call home where they could live in peace. But after all the pain and hardship they endured, this is the reward? Watermelon Jello. Watermellow. No, this is not the end of their story. I taught them the strong must lead the weak, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. And those who have suffered at the hands of the corrupt are beyond counting. I should set a goal. Yeah, the free food wasn't bad. I'm lucky I didn't have roommates, and when I'm saying the free food wasn't bad, I could tell you like where I was and tell you guys seriously that food was like top notch. You are talking like Michelin star chef good. That's a lie. I'm exaggerating, but very good food. It was kind of not East Coast of the States, but it was that direction. Really, with the fruit and whipped cream in it, you know, I won't shy away from it. But oh man, it was good. Good food. Let's see, our ideals are upheld. This I swear, as their father. But this was also a place that had a lot of like addicts coming to it. So there's a lot of people that were like coming off drugs. So they're trying to like feed people really well, get food in their stomach. So I think that's why they had made like really good food. Whew, it's cold in here. World has begun, and the days of fallout shall be working alongside new government to take. For so long, all that kept me alive was hate. The time has come to cast it aside. Ah, Valdolins. I'm going with you. I'll only regret it if I don't. While nothing I do can bring back the ones I lost. I owe it to them to make the most of the life I've been given. Pudding. You know, I love me some pudding too. It's kind of like, I know Jell-O isn't savory, but like pudding is something if I want it, something sweet and like decadent. Jell-O's like I need a snack kind of snack. You know, kind of like the chocolate and gummy conversation. Gummy's like I just want to eat something. Chocolate's like, I need something decadent. You know, guys, I could fill a book with all the things I've been meaning to say to you over the years. But what would be the point? What's done is done. There's one thing, though. And what's fun is fun. Snack packs are decadent, Edgy, yes. All right? Thank you, Faye. I don't know what it means yet. If anyone can get through Allie, it's you. She looks up to you the same way I did as a boy. Don't give up on her. You mean thick, chewy juice? Hell yeah, Blank. That is what I mean, and that is also what I'm going to call that from now on. Uh-huh. Word of the day, and one day I'll learn what they mean. Mm-hmm. All right, Severa. For all my life, I've been searching for my place in the world. Everywhere I went, I was always on the outside looking in. But I've realized if we can't find one, we just have to make it ourselves. That's what I learned from Gaius' children. Despite everything, they never gave up, and neither will I. For now, at least, my place is at Gaius' side. I'll follow him and see where this journey leads. Before I leave, I want to tell you how grateful I am that you chose to stand by us until the end. Hope we'll meet again one day. You know, I've got some thick juice. I've got some cherry, zero sugar cherry thick juice, which I'm telling you, the zero sugar tastes no different than the Jello sugar in it. Thick water. You know, they make that thick water. I want to try it. All this time, I've been trying to convince myself the guy was every bit the villain I'd imagined him to be, the ruthless subjugator of nations, evil made flesh. And while many who fight under the banner of Garlemald are all that and worse, I realize now that Gaius was driven by his own notions of right and wrong, misguided as they were. Since then, he's turned his back on the Empire and his hateful doctrine. His guilt and anguish only strengthened his resolve. The day I spared his life, he was given a second chance to set right the wrongs he had committed, to become the man his children believed him to be. I was a father once, a husband. In many ways, I still am. And even though they're no longer with me, I want to be someone they would be proud of. Now I too have been given a chance to make a difference in a land far from home. I'll never forget my past, but neither will I be beholden to it. When I meet the people of Warlit, I'll be sure to tell the tale of your bravery and compassion. May it grant them the strength to face the struggles ahead. Pray, go in peace, my friend. Hey. Later, Valdolin. Though we were brought together under strange circumstances, Valdolin, Severa, and I will continue to work together, at least for the foreseeable future. Earth. Heck yeah. Earth sauce. Yep, that's where I remember Faye, the Unis honest of it. Well, here they are. And who might these charming young men be? They were found in the 7th Legion's headquarters, one of the few areas that escaped unscathed following the Diamond Weapons rampage. Perhaps that was Alphonse's intention. Do not be afraid, we mean you no harm. That thing on your forehead. My name is Gaius Baelsar, and like Valens Vanvaro, I was once a legatus of the Garlean Empire. Though I believed I was fighting for a just cause, my conquest came at a terrible cost. Pray forgive me, I do not mean to scare you. If you would lend me your ears, I have a story to tell. A group of courageous young men and women, not so different from yourselves, stood up to protect their people from the tyranny of the Empire. They fought with everything they had, and finally, victory was theirs, but it came at a terrible price. As their father, I still struggle to come to terms with their sacrifice. Yet they have entrusted the future to me, and I will stop at nothing to see their dream fulfilled. Even so, there's only so much one soldier can achieve by himself. I'd be honored to have support in the days to come. At ease, lads. He's not as scary as he looks. And if he steps out of line, he'll have me to answer to. I thought they were fortunate enough to escape the destruction of the castrum. They may have been injured while fleeing. Have the Kyrusians look them over and find a place for them to stay. Seems time has come for us to go our separate ways once more. I myself can scarcely believe that we were once bitter adversaries, but my encounters with you have led me to question the very ideals I swore to uphold. What is strength? What is weakness? If those who grasp the reins of power are said to be the strong, then those who lack such power must therefore be the weak. For better or worse, however, we are far more complex creatures than that. What is love, Edgy? Baby, don't hurt me. Baby, don't hurt me. No more. I see now that true strength is not granted by others, but resides within us. Strength of character, of spirit, of resolve. Therein lies the power to cast off the shackles of oppression, to overcome any adversity, to stand firm in the face of impossible odds. That is the strength you possess. May it never leave you. It seems I will have to summon all the resolve I can muster if I'm to keep my promise to Alphonse. The process of establishing the independent governance of Whirlit is underway, and I'll do all in my power to see it become everything my children dreamed of and more. For the immediate future, we shall continue to work closely with the Alamegan resistance, whose role in the revolution cannot be understated. That reminds me, if you're passing by Porta Praetoria, the soldier stationed there wish to hear your version of the events. Hey, we'll go back and talk to that guy again. Please give them my regards. Hope that when our paths cross again, I will have glad tidings to share with you. Till next we meet. Deuces, guys. I'm probably going to fight you a lot more. I'm guaranteed Praetorium's going to pop up a million times in my future. Brapao! Let's go finish this. And then we will probably maybe raid out to Raccoons. Because they are playing World of Warcraft, and we can compare which game's better. Welcome back, Cryptid. Congratulations on another hard-earned victory. Ever since we heard the news, I've been dying to hear exactly how it all unfolded. So, what can you tell me of this diamond weapon? Blah 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 blah. By Rogger's beard, even for the Empire, that must be a new low. Those poor orphans. I can only pray the citizens of Whirlit were able to enjoy the freedom that Gaius' wards gave their lives for. At the very least, we need no longer live in fear of the monstrous creations birthed by the Weapon Project. I shall add your account to our official report. The excited guy near here. Finally, on behalf of the Alamegan Resistance and the whole of Eorzea, for that matter, allow me to express my heartfelt gratitude. Thank you. Does the excited guy give me extreme? Hey, forever at your side. Well, I will go talk to him immediately. But I will do that off of stream if that's all right. Because I'm assuming that's what he gives. Unless you want me to do that on stream. Ah, just he's very close to him. I gotcha. Father, the memory stored in the diamond weapon. Give them Dally. Just shove them in her mouth. Swallow this! Eat this. Her eyes aren't even purple anymore. What? Somebody in Raccoon's chat that I think I'm following too. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Raccoons just got raided by someone else too. We're gonna come in with a big one. Get them a lot of people. Projections from within the synthetic aura site. Hmm. These are his memories. Their memories. No, looks like her eyes are purple again. That's good. I have really got to end the stream, guys. I don't want to live in a world without you. That's why I'm going with you. No, not yet, Allie. Now it's not your time. Father still needs you. Please take care of him in our place. We want you to see this new world for yourself. Well, guys, while this finishes up, I'm going to go ahead and say my farewells. And we're going to go ahead and raid out to Raccoons. Because they're playing World of Warcraft. And you guys can compare and be like, oh, Cryptid was playing the better game. But whatever. You know, nobody's keeping score except, me. But, yeah, I appreciate everybody for swinging by and hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm not sure exactly what yet. I was going to do Final Fantasy 12. That may change. But yeah, I don't know. I'm the only one left. You guys all be safe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.